Attention, all curious minds, innovators, and trendsetters. It's time to pause, lean in, and get ready for an extraordinary journey as we dive deep into the fascinating realms of life, technology, entertainment, and business. Let's explore, learn, and grow together. Brace yourselves, for the next thrilling episodes of Hipther Talks is about to take off. Counting down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And here we go.
Hi everyone, Zoltan here. We're back again at Hipther Talks, and this time we're speaking to Vadim Rozov, CEO at Simplify Labs. Hi Vadim, nice to have you here.
Hello. Nice to thank you for asking me to join. I'm happy to be here.
It's our pleasure to have you here, and we got plenty to talk about because when creating the questions for this podcast, I was really interested to see about your wisdom that you have about the subject. So yeah, Vadim, we have this tradition here on Hipther Talks that we like to keep the opportunity for our guests to say a few words about themselves without us reading a bio. So Vadim, could you let our audience know who they're dealing with today?
Yes, of course. My name is Vadim Rozov. I'm a CEO of Simplify Labs. We are a software provider for centralized exchange, crypto exchange. We are offering them white label solutions. From my personal point of view, like about myself, I'm working in IT for 20 years already, and for last 5 years, I'm focusing only on crypto. And we are working with a wide range of companies all around the world. We are part of the Kyrex group. Inside this group, it's also exchange on the Malta, in US, international. But from other side, we are offering a unique solution for centralized exchange to launch new products in a fast and in the fast way with all our experience for the last 5 years.
All right, thank you so much. And before we dive into the questions, I'm curious because I have many guests that are in the blockchain sphere, and it's very interesting to hear, like you said, that you've been in the IT and software for 20 years and entered the blockchain. This is the story of many. So why is that? Why have you guys realized the potential and the future of blockchain?
First of all, like I have started as a developer myself, and I was developing application for the BlackBerry. I don't know. Do you remember this device?
Yeah. Of course, yeah.
So this is old one approach when it was even before the old smartphone, before iPhone, and I saw how it went from the everything to nothing, like in a really fast way. And from this experience, I understood that you should focus on the really I can't say trendy things, but like long-term growing and interesting things. When you join something in the beginning, you can develop yourself, you can push boundaries of the even whole ecosystem with your approach. And that's why I'm moved from the mobile application, like from the BlackBerry development to the mobile application in general, then move to the fintech area, and then to the blockchain area, join it. So this is like evolution of my experience.
This is very interesting to hear. And like I said, many are walking this path. So Vadim, tell us how Simplify Labs came to life and what were the gaps that you see in the crypto infrastructure space that pushed you to launch the company?
Yeah, I have joined Kyrex as a product owner like 5 years ago, and after after the working in this area and gaining the experience, I see the opportunity to offer our software as a foundation of other exchanges, as a like white label solution. So previously I have been working in outsourcing area, so we are offered custom solution to the customers. But in nowadays, nobody is looking for the custom development from the scratch, because to create own exchange, you should invest a lot of money and effort. Like we have at this moment more than 100 developers working on this solution for the 5 years already, and new challenges arrives, and some limitation from regulatory point of view, from the security point of view, and you should be always on the top of these limitations. That's why I see this opportunity and offer it to the company to believe in me and in this division, and create a separate company to offer white label solution as a part of Kyrex Holding.
All right. So yeah, we know we've been publishing many news from Kyrex. They're often mentioning the MiCA compliance and how crypto has to be, has somehow become very compliance targeted thing. We have a different podcast series, the Weekly Huddle, and we were speaking about this subject, and I really don't like it, how all the cryptocurrency market has become, because it's no longer Satoshi's dream. It has become a very compliance-related industry, which has ruined it all, in my opinion, of course. But yeah, MiCA has become a buzzword in the crypto world, and but what does being MiCA compliant actually mean? Could you tell us in terms of practical or crypto platforms wise?
Yes. First of all, I want to mention that Satoshi dream is it's still alive. We are talking about the decentralized solution with smart contracts. It's not regulated yet, and I don't think it will be regulated in the next 5-10 years, because it's moving so fast. New things arrives, and this is really area to improve some financial or even non-financial sectors. But for centralized exchange, when it's related to the somebody else money, when you're holding, you're providing custody service, you're providing or something related to the exchange services, in this way it's regulated, yes. And everybody, from my point of view, exchanges become banks, and banks in the end will become exchanges. And in the beginning, I believe 100 years ago, 200 years ago, banks was also the area when everybody can provide some loans, some deposit programs, something else, hold the money of third party without any license, and many sad stories was written about that. But after the regulation right now, it's really, really extremely complex task to create an own bank. I'm not talking about digital bank; it's complex, but create new bank in a developed country, it's impossible. I believe you can do this, but this is a story of huge money investment and years and years of work. And right now, we started in Europe with, I believe, 4,000 WASPs for the last 5 years or something like that. And at this moment, we have 6 months of MiCA, and we have only 26 CUSPs. Only 26. This is huge difference, and I don't believe that in the next 6 months it will be huge step in giving this license away. So we will have additional maybe 30, 40, 50, but not too much, less than 100. And this is I believe it's slowing down a little bit the overall creation of such businesses, let's say so. But Kyrex from the day one was focused on regulation, and this license from Malta, for example, allows to easily convert to the CUSP license. In the reality, the problem is that Maltese regulator give only 5 licenses in the January and stop this process. So this is crazy from my point of view, but this is what nobody expected from the beginning. But let's focus how to apply for the CASP. This is from the practical point of view. So you have three things in your pocket. This is people. You should have somebody. You apply CVs of your key people to the regulator, and they should approve it. They should have relevant experience. They should have previously records of working in similar fields, and so on. So this is really important. The next step, this is policies. So you should define all policies regarding how you will be acting in some with risk policies, let's say KYB, KYT policies, IML policies, and so on and so forth. And third party, but not less important, this is software. It should be automated. You can't apply and tell I will be doing everything manually, and and we will have 10 clients, and that's all. You will never receive for this business plan license. So it should be some platform which allow you to implement all these policies in place to have it to work with it. And for third part, we can provide this platform and this MiCA and DORA compliant. And I can also specify which part is really important for the compliance. So you should have like KYC, KYB in place. So previously it was like also you should have it, but nobody, not all the platform was had automation in place, integration with or some rules like risk scoring of the customer. So they just collect information about their passport, about photo, selfie, and that's all. You can use this platform. Right now, it's not like that. You should collect much more information, like a source of funds, and it should be checked with the risk scoring engine inside. So you should have a set of rules about who you can accept on the platform or who you can't. And right now, one more big change in regulation, you definitely should have MLRO inside. It should be full-time employee working for you and implementing these procedures. After you accept customer to be on the platform, you should set the rules regarding the custody and how it should be based on source of social funds, and every customer should have personal custody limits, threshold limits. And after that, if each transaction you should apply travel rules. This is a little bit tricky because for the crypto you can specify where is the the payment came from, what country, for example, because it's transaction in blockchain. You can create a cold wallet. But from implementation point of view, at this moment, you asking end customer, receiver of the payment, who sent you this payment. If you can provide information or can declare, you can't accept it on the platform. It should be frozen or blocked or something like that. And the same when you send payment to the somebody through the bank wire transfer, you specify the name of the account owner, you specify the information, and so on. Right now, travel rules are the same, so you should specify all this information. And the last but not the least, it is inside the platform. It is rules about depends on your risk scoring and risk appetite. You should track all activities of the customer regarding do they trying to break the rules of your platform. For example, if you have threshold limits like 5,000 and customer let's say per day, and customer each day sending 4,999 USD outside. This is it can be like normal regular transfer, or it can be like possibility they are trying to break the rules of your platform just to be under the radar, but in the same time they are breaking the rules. This is automation in basically requirements from the DORA you should implement on your platform. And also, it's of course everybody talking about how you should separate custody your own and customers. You should have rules about how you store it. You should have insurance, for example, for your custody, and so on and so forth. But from the technical point of view, from the software point of view, the threshold, how you allow customer to register, your risk scoring, and the internal rules, how you implement your policy is the most important one.
All right. So we know that there are still many crypto startups that are still trying to wrap their heads around the regulation. And could you maybe point them in the direction and tell them about what are some of the most common misconceptions you see when a project is attempted to build a compliant platform?
First of all, I believe the biggest logical problem they have in hand that they can apply as previously for the WASP. They can just fill some forms, hire some external consultants, and they will do everything for them, and they don't need to do something additionally. So this is it's not working anymore, and you should have a whole system working inside based on your policies. The policies, it's like rule book or blueprint of your system, which regulator goes through and first check is it in place and it's following all the internal MiCA and DORA rules. And second, they check is it really in place. Does your system work as expected on the blueprint? And you can't spend I talking with a lot of we have lawyer firms who our let's say partners in this direction. We can recommend them and they can help to apply for the CASPs, but many entrepreneurs thinking that okay, I can invest 50, 60, 100k for creating these policies and to apply, and then everything will be okay. I'll be working as a previously, let's say, Polish WASP. Nobody will check what I'm doing, and once per year I will provide some additional information to regulator. It's not working like that anymore. It's just to operating, be on the market and be compliant, you should have structure and a software which requires, I could say at least 50k per month to go every through the regulatory. It doesn't matter, do you have enough clients or do you have the capacity to do so. You should think in advance. Your business plan should be structured that way that you can invest monthly this amount of money just to be compliant. This is the biggest mistake people is doing when they are trying right now to convert WASP to CASP. And if they have enough business and they have enough clients to cover this, that's it's great for them and they can go to MiCA. If they don't have at this moment these volumes, it's MiCA not for them. So they should join some bigger company with some solutions like on-ramp, off-ramp, or something like that. Or they stop doing what they're doing. It's the sad reality of this life. So you can be really small bank. So bank is doing operational business every day, and they have expenses, and this expensive not small. You can imagine small bank with spending 3,000 per month just for the secretary salary. Yes, you expect some structure which should be running every day. It doesn't matter do you have clients or not.
All right. So you guys, Simplify Labs, You are not just building exchanges, you are also providing legal and marketing infrastructure. So why is this full stack approach so important now? Because we've seen it in different industries, like aggregators who provide like the full layup, yeah, full stack approach.
At this moment, we are talking, it's a limitation of the our working field. So you should be compliant. If you want to run your centralized exchange, you should be compliant. And for this compliance, you should implement a lot of things. And you can't start with semi-compliant solution. If you miss some step on the way, it will be fines. You just do not receive license or something like that. So you should start from the scratch with compliance solution. And compliance, it's as I told, it's not only software implementation. It's also like people and policies. And for that, you need strong legal team who can help you to do so, and you should have strong operational team. So who is working with our software and should be following these policies and then understand. Risk manager, MLRO, operation manager. So this is at least 3 people. And of course, you should control custody of your clients. You need a chief technical officer, chief security information officer. We have already 5 people, and it's minimum. And also you should have, for some jurisdiction, you should have board members, you should have executive, no executive, and so on and so forth. So we are talking about high salary people in-house who is like, even before you receive this license, you should already have in place. Additionally, of course, the software itself, it's on the servers, it's you have some licenses, monthly payments, and so on and so forth. And this is you don't have some space for the mistake. You should, from the beginning, go with a compliance solution and understanding with the process. Of course, you have room for innovations. On top of this regulation limitation, you can build something new, something interesting, what will differentiate you from the other competitors. But the basement so high, it's really hard to start this business right now.
All right. So you also specialize in not just building exchanges, but also the OTC desks, Telegram bots, and liquidity hubs. So could you walk us through which of these are currently most in demand and why? Because I'm almost certain you are going to say Telegram bots.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Let's dive deep inside our technical solution. So this is, first of all, everything we talked before, it's related to the MiCA. If you open a company in Costa Rica, if you open a company in Kazakhstan, in Georgia, I don't know, any other country who is operating with license or even without license. So not in all countries they have regulation right now. You can start with much simpler, much faster solution, and you can start to provide customer all around the world crypto solutions like OTC desk or Telegram bots. And our solution is not limited only for the MiCA. The MiCA is most heaviest and hard to implement thing. But for non-regulated or regulated with less requirements jurisdiction, you can take white label, which you can run in 1 week only. So in 1 week, you will have Telegram bot with your logo, with your all functionality you need to OTC desk, like you can deposit, you can exchange, you can withdraw. And also inside, it's built-in IML checks for every transaction. And this is most like simplest and fastest solution, it's Telegram bot to do so. And because interface really simple, you don't need a connection like with internet, like strong connection. You can communicate with the interface of Telegram, with these buttons, with UX, UI of Telegram. And another interesting thing, a lot of crypto guys, it's in Telegram. So this is a crypto-friendly platform in general. And our solution is modular one. So you can start with the simple like Telegram bot, and later on add the web interface. You can add the mobile application. You can add. We also have integration with payment service provider who issue card crypto friendly, so you can top up it with the crypto. This is right now, to be honest, this is the most hot product in our portfolio. So crypto friendly cards is the most asked solution. And all this can be integrated like in one platform under one admin panel. So customer, if you have Telegram bot, you can easily add mobile application later on, and customer will use the same credential to log in. They don't need to be on this several accounts or something like that. This is what we are offering. Like as a Lego, you can start with simple and add layers on top with new functionality.
All right. So we actually built a small bot that publishes news on our feed. It wasn't hard to do, but yeah, this one sounds very interesting because this is the first time I'm actually started to reading more about the Telegram bots in terms of crypto, and for some I've also read that this might sound like a risky combination, having Telegram bots and crypto. But how do you build trust and security into a tool that lives in such a fast moving space, because Telegram is always evolving, adding new stuff?
First of all, Telegram is just interface for the system. So the custody and management of the operation management of the exchange or OTC desk is always on the secured. We are using Amazon for that, for secured servers, and under the VPN and all required things. So custody of the customers will never be lost, even if they lose a phone or, for example, access to the Telegram. Second, we providing the functionality for the end customers for 2FA and whitelisting, so the funds can be secured with top-notch security features. And of course, the best combination from my point of view is a Telegram bot and a web interface. So customer, let's say, can use web interface for the some heavy operation, but on the go they can use. They don't need to install additional software. They can just use Telegram. They're using for everyday communication to accept payment or make a fast exchange and pay somebody else.
All right. So I'm also interested about what makes building crypto products for the European market uniquely challenging, or maybe it's rewarding. I don't know, compared to other jurisdictions.
Like after the implementation of regulation, the two things, two biggest changes on the market. So you can't anymore. It was really hard before, but right now you can't anymore open fiat accounts like on payment service providers, on the bank accounts without MiCA license. So even previously owned WASPs facing the same problems. The banks asking, okay, we have new regulation in place, please return with the CASP license. And second, you can advertise directly or indirectly on the European market your services. So this is the two biggest advantages for the CASP license owners. So they have big united market for their services if they have this license. But from the other side, the idea that like entering to this market is so hard, make you unique in the face of the other of your clients. So you've passed this barrier and you can be trusted.
All right. So would you say that the regulators in EU are becoming more supportive of crypto innovation, or is it still a red tape as a major obstacle for emerging companies?
The current regulation of MiCA, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like the current regulators in Europe are more supportive of crypto innovation, or like, nah, they're just staying away from it.
We go like on many exhibitions. We see these open tables with regulators, with guys who is producing new laws and so on. And they are talking that this is really hard job to push the changes to the market from their side. Even the current one, which is can be said that it's perfect one, but it's really good foundation. It was really titanic job work to push this through the all bureaucracy on the European Union. But at this moment, we have really interesting situation when countries starting to looking for the crypto businesses to join and to be like to offer more licenses or more friendly environment for them, but to because any crypto company in Europe can choose any country. So this internal interesting situation when they are starting competing for the businesses to join. Like for example, as previously it was Estonia, they offering really interesting supportive environment for the businesses to like join and open offices inside. At this moment, the same situation for the crypto. It's not so oblivious, but on the from the, let's say, this open tables, we see this situation when, for example, at this moment, most of the licenses issued by Germany, and it was really like strange for me that so regulated country with so many rules issued the most of the licenses at this moment. But we see, I saw this on the open tables that Germany is really open. They're telling that okay, we have previously we have a regulation about electronic money inside, and we really looking for the crypto is the same, and we know how to deal with it and how to choose like good applicants, and we are not going to take long time to issue this license. So this is I believe it will be some countries with zero or close to the zero licenses, and it will be they don't know how to deal with crypto, and you will never go to this jurisdiction. But it will be always some country who is as a pioneer of the MiCA, let's say so, and offering most user like company friendly environment for them.
All right. Yeah. In terms of Germany, I was also like you amazed to see the amount of licenses and how at the forefront of the crypto industry Germany is in terms of government. I was always thinking about, okay, Estonia, they are, yeah, but Germany is also there. So what do you see as the next wave of the evolution in compliant crypto platforms, especially like the post MiCA Europe?
I see from like from my point of view, we will see the many like other companies is starting looking for the like not let's say, initial crypto enthusiasts, but already accepting the crypto payments in everyday life of the people. So the penetration of the market will rise. And even now, crypto, not big percentage of people are using the crypto in daily life.
Yeah.
We can say that like 5-10%, 10%, and most of them is using it in long-term investment. But you can imagine that, for example, in your bank, it will be additional service. You can just invest in Bitcoin, for example, or in your coffee shop, it will be you can pay with the crypto on daily, like for the coffee. And I see with this regulation, maybe it will be not like this year, maybe a couple years ahead, but I see the penetration of the market definitely will be supportive for the crypto. And if you can easily open a crypto account, if you can easily convert crypto to fiat and back, I mean, with regulation, and advertise the services, we will see the interesting from the regular people to this investment.
All right. So somebody who has access to exchanges, what do you think that the future holds in terms of the multiple cryptocurrencies that they are now available? Will there be less or will there be many? Because in my opinion, it should be less.
I like at this moment we have strict regulation about what tokens can be added to the platform from the MiCA point of view, and I think it's a good approach, because if you want to try your luck with fun coins, you should go to decentralized exchange. You can do this and try and gamble a little bit, but for the majority of the customers in Europe, it will be not visible this token on their daily activity. It will be some limitation of like some stable coins. Euro stable coins definitely will rise, and because we see plans of many institutional banks to issue stable coins in euro, and most major one, I believe, list will be like 10, 15, 20, maybe 100, but not thousands. Like and every token will be checked, and it will be nothing like on DEX. You can try to find the name of the token. It will be 100 of the same name or with a small difference. So for the regular customer, it's really hard not to be tricked. But on the centralized exchange with the license, it will be super clear what you are buying, what you are selling, what the price is, and definitely it will be less tokens in European market.
Yeah, especially with the cleanup now. I'm only sorry about the USDT not being available. That's one of the bad things, but probably the push is more for the European stable
have
coins.
you seen that USDC not available on OKX outside the Euro?
Yeah,
it's like other side of this coin. Yes, so how you should transfer with Bitcoin only or Ethereum?
Yeah, it's strange. So let's also talk about artificial intelligence, because it's creeping up into every industry, and with these agents that have been now developed, it's crazy. I'm seeing so many projects being done, and of course, including crypto. So how do you see the AI intersection with the crypto infrastructure in the next few years?
I really interested in how AI will change. Of course, we have like overall surface of the crypto. Of course, we see a lot of project offering like automatical trading on AI bots or something like that. This is it. It always was some algorithmic trading. It always will be. But from the other side, nothing really disruptive yet created. I don't see something. AI tokens, which was really trendy a couple like 6 months ago, something like that. It always related that you create some AI project, for example, automatically posting something on social media or some reports or something like that, and additionally to this, you issue a token, so you can support of this bot, for example, of this agent. But this is not something disruptive inside the AI. You're creating AI agent who is doing some like good or not something interesting, but the crypto is just additional source of supporting this. That's all. Maybe later on we will see some disruptive project. But the most interesting from my side, from a point of view, it's when you buy CPU power, buy tokens in different clusters to like work with it on an AI project. This is the most closest one to the AI disruptive I saw at this moment. So right now, crypto doesn't focus. To be honest, I don't even understand what will be the next crypto like disruptive things, because already it was fun tokens, and it was like everybody thinking about, okay, this Telegram ecosystem can change some mini apps, something like, but we see that only big mover is Bitcoin and institutional investors at this moment.
All right. So you've been working in this fast-paced environment that never sleeps. So what's been your biggest personal challenge building crypto, and how do you stay grounded?
It's a good question. In general, of course, we are always thinking about, from the personal point of view, how to be on top of all this information, all these changes, and what information to seek for, to read and understand. And my personal challenge is to provide to additional value every day what I am doing to my clients, to my family, to my coworkers. And for that, usually you don't need to be the most intelligent person in the room, but you should focus on long-term results of your work. So I'm with every action I'm doing, I'm looking at it from the long-term perspective. Will it help me or my clients or my family to be better tomorrow?
All right. So finally, what's one piece of advice you would like to give to founders looking to launch a crypto project in this regulatory climate?
I just want to offer all founders to not to try to catch the current wave, but think about this. It will be always will be another wave. And if you miss the current one, think in 2 steps ahead what you can do today. So tomorrow it will be your wave. So you'll be in the right place and with the right tools, and you can start doing something right now to succeed next year. So plan in advance.
All right. So before we wrap up, as I told you guys on our earlier episode, we've launched a final part of our podcast. And then before we wrap up, we ask our guests to leave a short message for the next one. You don't know who that will be. So, Vadim, this is the message. I will play it to you from our last episode. Let me just quickly fetch it. Here you go.
Okay.
Now I won't be as big and big-headed to offer a piece of advice, but to the person that will step into my shoes here, I would say two things. And I mean, it's an absolute pleasure to chat with you, Zoltan. So they should be grateful for that invitation. And then the second message is it's a great opportunity to talk about what you do, because I'm sure that you wouldn't have been invited, whoever you are, unless you felt very passionate about what you do. So I'm sure that will be shining through the next episode that Zoltan will film with you. And hopefully we'll get to meet one day.
All right, this is great. This is and think about it. You were the
Yes.
All right. So this was the actual first message we have recorded in this style. So Vadim, what's your message for our next guest?
My message for the next, like, be passionate about what you're doing, and you will be happy every day. Don't spend your life on things you don't like.
All right, that has been one powerful message. Thank you so much. Okay, and again, thank you, Vadim, for your time. This has been an absolute honor to have you here and talk about this interesting world we are living in right now. So I wish you all the best with your project, and we will keep in touch. And to our viewers and listeners, make sure to subscribe. Only about 17-18% of our viewers and listeners subscribe. We know we have 2,000 listeners per episode, but guys, hit that subscribe button. All right, take good care, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
And that's a wrap for this section of Hipther Talks. Thank you for being a part of our journey today. Don't forget to tune in next week for more insights and discussions. Stay connected with us on Spotify, YouTube, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and more. Until then, keep exploring and keep growing. We'll see you next time.